What is up, y'all? Sunjur here with B'Tselem Elohim Co. I am back with a video today, a very exciting video. Today's video is going to be me comparing my brand new R6 Mark II versus my 5D Mark IV. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video. Finally, I think it's been like a year or two. But as you can see by today's title, I am going to be doing a comparison between the Canon R6 Mark II and my 5D Mark IV. I just got this on Sunday, and I'm just now getting a chance to actually use it. But I want to make sure I test it out before I miss that return period, because if I don't like it and I hate it, I want to make sure I can return it. You're going to see later in the video footage of me actually going out and testing the two for photo and just seeing if there's a big difference between the photography aspect in both cameras. Right now, this is what I've been using for about 3 years, 5D Mark IV. She's a workhorse. And honestly, she's been getting the job done. I love her. And I went back and forth for a very long time on whether or not I should just get another one of these or upgrade to a mirrorless so that I can kind of have the best of both worlds. I don't know. After tons of research and talking to some friends, I decided to go ahead and get an R6 Mark II, especially because I am interested in doing video as well. So I hear that it's a good hybrid camera. So we're going to see, we're going to put it to the test for photo today. If you're interested in this kind of content, make sure you subscribe. And stay tuned for the video. Once I get more experience with the R6 Mark II, I'm sure I'm going to do more videos to come on like a more in-depth review. But for now, I just want to test out just at first glance what the photo difference is like. I'm a photographer, so that's what I'm mainly going to be using both cameras for. Early on in my career, I actually was using this camera that I'm vlogging on, the Canon SL2. It's a crop sensor camera. I knew nothing about photography when I first started out, so I just started with what I had. And then eventually I upgraded my lens, and I didn't know that there was such a stark difference between a full frame camera and a crop sensor camera. Saying all that to say, I finally upgraded to the 5D Mark IV about a year or two ago, and I had just been loving it. I have mastered it, I feel like, at this point. And so recently I knew I needed to get an upgrade. Not necessarily an upgrade, but I knew I needed to get a new camera. And so I was going back and forth between getting another 5D Mark IV for my photography business or just biting the bullet and getting the R6 Mark II, because I was looking into mirrorless cameras and I know that they are all the hype right now, especially between like the R6 and the R5. I'm saying all that to say I finally got the R6 Mark II. And I have her right here. This is how she looks. Right off the bat, what I noticed between the two is just the weight difference. If you've ever carried a 5D Mark IV, you know that she is a beast. She's heavy, she's got some weight to her. It's just a solid camera. Also, so sorry if I can see both of you enjoy it in the back. That's so funny. Sorry if y'all hear my son in the background. I am a mom, full-time mom, stay-at-home mom, and I also run a business. So I'm just doing what I gotta do out here. I'm not someone who needs to hop on the trend of getting the newest and latest gear. If I've learned nothing in my photography career so far, it's that you don't need the best equipment. It really is about the knowledge and the skills that you have and mastering what you already have with what you know. Honestly, good photos are the result of a good photographer, not vice versa. Don't get me wrong, a good quality camera does help elevate your quality, but it's not necessary. So for me, I really was set on getting another 5D Mark IV, but I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just get something different. And then I'm so indecisive that I posted a poll on my stories, and I was like, all right, in the next 10 minutes, I'm about to purchase a camera, but I'm too indecisive. So whichever one gets the most votes, I'm gonna get that one. And so many of my photography friends are like, you will not regret getting the R6 Mark II. And I hear mixed reviews with like, you know, how the coloring is just such a big difference. And I love the colors of the Canon 5D Mark IV. They're just beautiful. And I've also worked so hard to master a preset for myself, and I'm very content with where my editing style is currently. And so I'm just gonna have to, I didn't wanna really have to retweak it so much just to make my presets look normal on a new camera, but they say it's worth it. So we'll see. Now we're gonna get into the part of me actually testing out both cameras. So I hope you enjoy. I am gonna be using the 35mm 1.8 Tamron on both cameras just to give it a fair comparison. I got my 5D Mark IV, my R6 Mark II. Let's put it to the test. I'm gonna have my model come in, which is really just my husband. And it is raining, so we have to do this really fast. This is my husband, my precious model for today. I'm just gonna, It's wet. All right, y'all, so just to start off, we're gonna start off with the R6 Mark II. To try to be as fair as possible, I am gonna try to get the same framing and the same shot for both cameras, but I can't promise that it's gonna be perfect. So just bear with me. This is my first time doing a video like this, but I love watching videos. Giovanni, I'll have the settings up on the screen, what settings I'm using for each one. All right. Yeah, I was gonna say. Smile, bud. Look off to the side for a couple shots. Very good. Big smile, joyful smile. Ha ha. Say ha ha. All right, I'm gonna have you walk towards me. I'm gonna do a couple different apertures, and I have the eye tracking mode on right now. So y'all, let's test that out. All right, I'm ready for you. Look off to the side for a couple shots. Yeah, very good. Look here. Few more. All right, look off to the front. Now look right here in my lens. Precious boy. All right, let's do the 5D Mark IV. All right, let's try to hurry up and make this quick. I already have my settings set. Gonna try to do a very similar setup. We're just gonna do a variation of the same shots we just did and we can go. And I'm very familiar with my 5D Mark IV, so come up close, babe. Yeah, big smile, perfect. Yeah. Perfect, babe. So cute, you're precious. Look off to the side for a couple shots. Now stand back and walk towards me. Look off to the side for a couple. Turn that way, let's get a profile shot. Beautiful, now look right here, babe. Perfect. Oh, we got it. All right, let's do a comparison at home. We gotta go, y'all. I'm gonna import into Lightroom a few of these photos. Let's see if there is, hopefully the settings show. Pretty sure this one is for the Canon R6, I believe. I choose like maybe 3 to compare. Now I'm gonna take out, eject this card. We're gonna insert the other ones, and let me see if I can tell just from the import. Okay, these definitely have to be the R6 because these don't look anything. Yeah, this is the R6 because this don't look anything like my normal photos. Honestly, I don't mind these colors though. Let's do, I think I'm gonna do that one. And Giovanni is so silly. And that one, I feel like I have one like that selected. And this one. Actually, let's do that one. Oh, he looks so handsome. And then that one. And that one. I feel like, actually I'm gonna do this last one. So I feel like those are like very similar. Oh yeah, this one says EOS R6. So yeah, it's confirmed. This is from the R6. So let's see how my preset applies, because I also wanted to show y'all, give an example and see, like, I feel like you can't really compare the two accurately until you edit them, because that is like where the real test comes in, to see if your edit lands the same. So let me go to just this collection, these 13, and we're gonna edit there. And I have a preset that I use, so let me see how it applies to all of them. I'm just gonna edit one really quick and then copy and paste it to the rest. You know, these don't look that much different. Just off first glance, it looks kind of like my normal preset. Definitely gonna have to play around with these yellows though. I feel like my preset always looks so different compared to like in each season, like fall versus spring versus winter. You know, y'all, I don't know how I'm feeling about this preset on the R6, but you know what, let me keep going. Let me warm it up a little bit. Oh my gosh, my neighbors are so loud. All right, let's copy all, and then let's paste, develop, paste. Oh no, these are the R6. I I shot in JPEG, y'all. I shot in JPEG. I literally shot in JPEG. What a rookie mistake. I can't even edit these accurately because I shot in JPEG, y'all. So these are the ones that are with my 5D Mark IV. No wonder they didn't look different. I'm like, y'all, these, did y'all hear me at the beginning? I was like, this kind of looks like the same as my 5D Mark IV. I don't know what people were talking about. Well, girl, it's because these were the one with the 5D Mark IV. But honestly, even with JPEG, y'all, why is this quality low-key fire though? Even still. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I shot in JPEG. Okay, so clearly I'm gonna have to throw away this video. Or can I make it work? I don't know, you guys. What should I do? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if I can kind of tweak it a little bit. I mean, I feel like obviously this is not going to be an accurate representation because these are JPEG. But JPEG doesn't really change the quality of the photo. It's just, oh, maybe, I mean, it does a little bit because raw, you get like those raw details. But I feel like this still gives a good depiction on R6, and that thing is crispy. All right, y'all are really getting an insight on how I be when I be editing. Y'all are getting an inside view of my head. You know, I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad at this at all. But now I'm gonna have to go back out and test it in raw. But like, look at that quality, y'all. It's crispy. Like, let me zoom in on the 5D Mark IV. 5D Mark IV is still crispy, but I don't know. Something about, I don't know. Wait, y'all. Which one's more clear? Oh, y'all, this is not accurate because one is shot in JPEG. I cannot believe I made such a rookie mistake. But even in JPEG, these things are pretty clean. And I feel like the R6 kind of has like a little softness to it. This one's got a little sweetness to it. Let me see. I guess I'm gonna have to put on the video that I accidentally shot in JPEG just to make that stark difference. I don't know, the R6 is kind of fire even in JPEG. What can I say? Like, this is R6 Mark II. This is 5D Mark IV. Definitely a difference. Also, why is shooting in the rain kind of fire? Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna edit these, you guys, and then get back to y'all. So yeah, I just wanted to say this. I accidentally shot the R6 photos in, oh wait, I'm not even recording anymore. Am I recording? Yeah, I am. So unfortunately, I shot my R6 Mark II photos in JPEG. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to make a part 2 and a more in-depth review, accurate review of this. So I apologize, but I feel like this still gives me a glimpse into a good comparison. So anyways, that is a difference. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.